Here we go. Hey everybody, if you're watching and you're wondering what this video is, I might as well explain. I'm Grifton, by the way. So what this video is going to be doing is I'm going to be turning in all my quests in the fastest way possible to see how long it's going to take me to actually complete the whole cycle. Sorry, I had to look at something. Okay. So let me explain. When Wrath comes out, you can turn in as many quests as you want. Obviously, you're limited to 25 because that's as many as you can carry. Though, if you've got like items that start quests, you could turn those in too. And I know some people are going up into like the 30s with some of like the clever ways they can do that. That's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm doing the lazy man's version of that, which is what 25 quests can I quickly turn in and easily combine so that I don't have to run across the whole world to turn them in. So let me explain. I want to consolidate my turn-ins to 1 to 2 spots. So there's going to be Shattrath, there's going to be down in Netherwing, and there is going to be in Isle of what are they called? Isle of whatever, this place. Isle of what is it called? The Qualdanis, whatever. I call it the Isle because I hate trying to say that word. But yeah, over here. So yeah, I've got 3 places to turn in. Now let me show you these are my quests. I've already done them. That's because this isn't launch day, and these are all dailies, which means I can test this out and then do it again tomorrow. So I have the fishing, the cooking, the 2 heroic and regular dailies. This says Blaze Edge Mountain, but it's really a turn-in in Isle of Qualdanis. These are all Isle of Qualdanis turn-ins. This is in Shattrath. This is in Shattrath. So I've got them all clustered in, those 3 spots so that I can quickly turn these in when it starts. So what I'm going to be doing is I just finished. I'm going to actually head back to Shattrath, and I'm going to time it to see how long it's going to take me to turn in all 25 quests. Now, I don't have on my screen or any data that says exactly how much XP I get, because again, this is like the lazy version. I don't care. I just want a boost of XP right when it launches to speed me up to get me a little bit ahead of where I would be going into Wrath. But this is still 25 quests. It's likely going to get me at least 250,000. It's actually not a lot because you need 1.5 million roughly to get to 71, but at least it'll give me a good chunk. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. I don't know if anyone would be interested in this, but I don't know. I'm going to do it anyway. I might as well record it, right? In case you're wondering where we are, I am in Nagrand. I just finished the do the beta for the test. Yeah, this is the test of the test. So essentially, I'm going to be doing this today to see how quickly I could do it, and then I'm just going to do it all again. Because our server flips over in about an hour and a half, which should give me plenty of time to finish these all up, collect my gold, be happy with it, and then go into the 11 o'clock and do it all over again. I won't be able to do all of it in one day because I'm doing 2 Brewfest dailies, so I'll only be able to do 20 or turn in. No, I think you can do 25. You just can't turn them in that day, which will work out fine. Yep. This is just a test, and I'm recording it so it's on. So someone, if they're like, "Hey, I want to get ahead," this is what I'm doing, so they can do it too. And because I'm doing like the Brain Dead one, where like really it's just like Isle of Qualdanis, the fishing dailies, the heroics, and then Netherwing. It's pretty easy to turn in. Okay, so we are in Shattrath, which is I think is where most people like find themselves. I do want to point out I plan to have my hearth set to wherever I will be actually coming from. Like how do I put this? I'm saying this wrong. Like if I'm going to Howling Fjord, you want to set your hearth in Menethil Harbor. If you're going to Borean Tundra, you want to set your hearth to Stormwind, or you could leave it in Shat because Stormwind or Shat to Stormwind is pretty quick, but it's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer and I'm going to start turning stuff in. Hey, what's up, Abioka? Is there a guide for this, like a route? No, I'm doing the route right now just to kind of do it. Then, after I'm done, I will be doing another stream where I collect all of these as quickly as possible, too. You can get the crystal for Netherwing pre-prep, so ultimately you can get 26 that way. Ooh. Okay, that's actually pretty smart. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, but you can't turn in 26 because so the downside of this is because literally every single one of these is dailies because I don't really have many regular quests left. I can't do any more than 25 regardless because they are all dailies. So though that is a smart way and it would allow me to continue to collect all 25 and then still do the the Brewfest dailies, like I could do, one a day. Um, I'd rather just have 25 ready to go. But yes, okay. So let's look at the map. I've got one here, one here, one here, two here, one here, and then there's one over here. So let's just get started. I'm just gonna kind of like, wing it. Because again, this is like the lazy man's version. Oh, I should probably do this one last because I have to go to that portal. Because that's gonna be my second stop is Isle of Caldanas. Actually, hold on, let me stop. Actually, I think it makes more sense to start an Isle. Now that I'm thinking about this. This is why I'm doing this test, because I want to think this through. So it makes more sense because when I turn in the Isle of Caldanas quest, they will give me a hearth to Shat. I could turn in the Shat ones, and then I can use the neck to get to... okay, so we're going to do that. Sorry. Also, I forgot to turn on auto quest complete. Because I was accidentally turning these in after I was completing them. God, that got really annoying. Okay. 1 second. Auto complete. Okay. So if you guys don't know, one of the quests in Isle of Caldanas will give you the teleport to Shat without having to burn your hearth. My hearth is on cooldown, doesn't matter for this. A few high level quests, that's why. Yes, yeah, and that's a good point. If you have any high level quests, especially like elite quests, and you can include those, that's great because the downside of what I'm doing is because I'm doing all dailies, I am limited to 25 no matter what. You could only do 25 dailies. But if you have a couple regulars sprinkled in, you can still do the 25 dailies, but you can do more than just 25 quests. You could do 26, 28, depending on what they are. Okay, so let's get started, and we're going to start the timer here. And I'm also going to go ahead and just put the neck on now. Okay, and we'll start. And this sucks because I'm going to get dismounted immediately. Alright, so 2 down. Whew. Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. Like, I'm going to lose out on the dailies. That is a good point, though, because some people might be more concerned, especially if they're doing the Wyrmrest Accord rep, which a lot of people will be. If you were planning on doing the first day of dailies in Wyrmrest Accord or in Dragonblight, you might want to only do... I think there's only 2, right? How many Caldera dailies are there that you can access on day 1? There's only 2. So if there are only 2, then you only want to do 23 in case you want to do those because the rep might be more important to you than this little bit of XP you're getting. Because honestly, even if you do all of these, or even if you do all of these, you're not getting a ton of XP. You're just giving yourself a huge advantage. All right, so I've already turned in how many? I've already turned in apparently 14. Oh, I might have done a couple dailies earlier, so I won't even be able to turn all these in. But I'll be able to wing it based on like amount of time. The 25 quests, because most of them are Isle of Caldanas, is like 280, I think. I know it's almost 200 to do all of them, but I had to skip a few. Okay, so I finished all the ones here, so now I should have a teleporter somewhere. Oh my gosh. Here it is. And I'll take that to, yeah, so I'll take that to Shat. I'll then turn in all the quests here, and it doesn't matter the order. Where's the, there it is. No. Oh my gosh, there it is. Then I've got to do the 2 dailies. I actually had some decent dailies. I almost don't want to turn these in. I'm just gonna pretend to turn these in because I don't feel like doing any more heroics. Do. Cool. Okay, so now I've got the fishing daily and the cooking daily. I've got to turn in. And then I'm going to take the neck to Netherwing. Alright, open my barrel. Ooh, mudfish. I never get mudfish. Okay, and now I'm just gonna take the neck, and this is gonna be the fastest I can do. Oh, I did not think that would break that. Oh, there goes my time. There goes my time. So I'm only at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and I've already turned in the majority of my quests. Yeah, I've turned in 20 so far, because I already had 2 turned in. Alright, so then once we get here, we're going to confusingly fly south, where I've got all these, which I won't be able to turn all of them in, because I think I actually had 4 dailies. I did the 2 Brewfest outside, I did the Brewfest Mount one, and I feel like I did 1 more daily. Oh, and I had to turn in a daily because I was already at 25. Yeah. So I'm just gonna imagine like turning all these in, but I'm gonna turn in as many as I can, except for I'm not gonna turn in the. No, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say the Netherwing Crystals idea was really good, but like it doesn't matter for me. But still, within 5 minutes, roughly, it's probably gonna be 5 minutes. I turned in all 25 dailies. So then I can almost immediately jump into Wrath with already a huge advantage. I know I never did this. I don't want to talk about it. I tried a billion times. I give up. I do have to collect. All right, there's 1 in here. I think I have another wing egg. I wonder if I can turn that in. Yep, I could. I don't think that'll reward me with anything, but. And then I've got to go. Okay, so that was my max. So in 5 minutes and 8 seconds, I was able to turn in roughly 25 quests. Now I would still have to go over here and do this one, and then same thing. I'd have to go into the tunnel and turn the last one in. But that would be 25 quests. I would then, assuming my Hearth is on cooldown, it's not right now. I would then pop this, which would take me to either to Shat, Stormwind, or to Menethil Harbor, and then I'd be on my way. And that is 5 minutes for 25 quests. Now, again, I want to point out, because I know it might have been missed, this is not the most efficient amount of quests. This is not the best paying quests. It's just, if you decide last minute, like I did, you're like, hey, you know what? Let's do the quest thing. But you don't want to sit there and figure out, like, okay, what's the best path? What's the best rotation? Instead, all you do is you say, okay, there's the Netherwing hub, there's the Shat hub, and there's the Isle of Keldanis hub. And those 3 only, you can do all 25 quests in those 3, and all of it can be done through teleportation, assuming you have the Neck of Caribor. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you. This is from doing the full quest chain to get into Black Temple. It allows you to port right into front of the Black Temple, which is really close to the Netherwing. And once you're there, you can hearth to where you are. How much level do you get for turning all those in? You don't get a lot. I can't tell you 100% because obviously I'm still 70. Is the beta up? Because I might hop on the beta and do it instead, just to see what it is. But the beta's been up and down a lot lately. I heard it went up. I heard it was permanently down. Let me check. I'll put my time in. I'll check. Beta. Oh, weird. Okay, I have an update, so maybe they did update it. 1 sec. I'm surprised they've kept the beta up this long. Literally, it launches in like 3 days. It's faster. Hold on. Second. Let's just log out Netherwing Ledge, then Hearthstone to start the portal to Isle, then scroll to start the portal to org US. Hold on. Is faster to log out at Netherwing ledge than Hearthstone to start the portal. So Hearthstone, I'm assuming to chat, so then go through the portal and then take the scroll back to your Hearth. It would be if you don't have the neck. If you do not have the neck, oh cool, it is up. Do I have 70? I'm trying to see if I have like an actual. I might have to create a new copy. Let me check. The reason I say I have to make a new copy is because if he's got any experience, I want to start like absolutely fresh and not skew it. But yeah, so if you do the Netherwing one, that does make sense, especially if you don't have the neck. If you do have the neck, it's faster to go the other way. Yeah, he's halfway, so I'm gonna just delete this guy. 180k. Yeah, and again, it's not a ton, but it's more than you would have, and it only takes you 5 minutes. So hold on, let me delete this dude. Delete character, and then copy over. Oops, nope. Copy character. There we go. Grifton. Copy. Okay. And because I deleted him, he gets to get all the settings. It might get reset anyway, though. The mount count. You really want that. Oh, man, I made that in like 2 seconds. Hold on, Plater. My route took me 15 minutes. It was almost 380k. Yeah, and I agree. Like, but also yours has a lot of things that not just anybody can pick up. And I agree. Like, that's way better. But it's A, 15 minutes long, and B, you need to have not done certain quests. Am I correct? Where am I? Oh my god, it didn't look it preserved a copy. I'm somehow in. Let me log back out. That's so weird. I'm on the Grifton, right? Oh, I went on 2Fs. Alright, that's my fault. Yeah, but what 3 quests are they? I could have swore I clicked whatever. I wonder if it's gonna preserve my daily count. Let me check. I go with this every time. It's 4. Yeah, but what for? Oh man, hold on. I gotta fix my add-ons. It's scuffed. I really just turn them all off, but I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. They fixed it. That. Because like I could do all of the nesting, whatever it's called. Hold on, let me see. Quests 6 out of 25. It doesn't show. Why is this like this? Oh man, it's got to be LVUI. You guys don't know LVUI is now universal. You don't need like a specific version of it, which I think is awesome. Manaforge quest. Mark V is alive. Mark V. Caribor Training Grounds. To Underbog quest. Man, yeah, I just don't. I mean, do you think there's value in that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, 180 to 380. That's a huge jump, but yeah, that's pretty good for 2 quests to give you 22 each. I'm assuming they're 22 each. Sorry, I'm updating my add-ons. But it doesn't look like it doesn't show this because I'm broken. Let's see if I can do this like for real seats. Where is my hearth? There it is. Okay, so everything is kind of reset, which is kind of nice. What is happening? Cut it down by 2 minutes max if I had actual flying mount, but it's really not. You don't have a flying mount? What? Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Good point. Let me switch it over really quick. I don't know if that's the right button. See what happens. Here, I'll just keep it here and just manually do it. Game capture, classic, beta. That better? Okay. I don't have a bartender, and I don't know why. Let me copy from Grifton. I have a character named Spider-Man. Let's try this one. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Oh, I have one called Druid. I'll do that. Druid. Bartender's broken. Okay, let's do a reload. For sure, bird form. But I want to know why it would be faster if you had a mount. Oh my god, I don't care about loot appraiser. Uh-oh. You don't have the bird thing? There's a bird version of it. What is happening? I'm not gonna be able to test this if I can't get the add-ons working. Let me try one more time. Druid. Man, I think bartender's busted. I'm gonna have to switch back. Oh, did they change it? I haven't even. I have both, so I've never even looked at it. But I stopped using the riding crop because I kept ending up in form, like in a fight with the riding crop on. So I turned it off. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to regular Wrath because I can't get the add-ons working. But you can look up the XP, and I think they said it's 180. And I trust them. Let me switch to game capture. There we go. Boom, roasted. So yeah, but still, if you think about it, in 5 minutes, you can do 25 quests, maybe only 180k. But if you're like don't care, like me, I kind of just don't care. Like, cool, I got it done. Um, it's it's over in 5 minutes, and you're back into Wrath. Especially because I'm going to be dungeon grinding. I'm not that concerned about it. Can I pick up new quests? No, I won't be able to till later. But still, 25 minutes or 5 minutes for 25 quests. That's pretty good. And I'm gonna pick them up. I have another hour until it flips, so I'll probably hop back on in an hour and do the same thing. Except I'll actually do all the quests. Man, I really want to turn these in so I can start fresh. Are you solo dungeon grind? No, I'm planning on dungeon leveling. Well, I'm quest leveling and dungeon leveling with a group. That's my current plan. I think it's the most fun slash efficient way to go. The dungeon finder. What do you mean when you say that? The dungeon finder, like this thing? Yes, it's available in Wrath. You need to make sure Monday not to do the Brewfest stuff. Yeah, for sure. I'm only doing the last day for me to do Brewfest will probably be either today or tomorrow, and I'm only doing the one Corin. I might keep doing it because I do want to get the clothing so I can get that one achievement, but not that big of a deal. Hearth is on cooldown. How much XP needed from 7071? I think it's 1.5 million or 1. Yeah, I think it's 1.5 million. Hi Jennifer. Good to see you. Man, I really gotta. Mudfish. Get all this junk out of the way. Oh, I gotta turn these in because these don't work anymore. I tested that out. I'll do that right now. Do they consider it daily? I bet it is. So we already did it. It was over in like 5 minutes. So we took 25 quests. I had a full daily list of 25 quests. I turned every single one in, um, and to see how long it would take me to do it, and it took me 5 minutes. I think I could skim it. I could scrape it down to, um, like just under 5 minutes. I mean, like because I just was like running around in circles because I was confused. But yeah, let me see if I can pick this up. Let me see if it counts as a daily. It doesn't say it does. But yeah, it was fun. I and the thing is the main point I'm trying to make is like, and it's nothing against like Bearbis. Dark Moon is Dark Cavern Manurak is Bearbis, and he's got about 380k doing some slight modifications, but he has to run around and it takes him about 15 minutes. Mine is essentially doing the main Isle of Cardanis quests, a couple other ones, and collecting them all. There's only 3 hubs you have to go to: Netherwing, Shattrath, and Isle. And when you're done with those 3 hubs, which you should have teleports to each one of them, you can instantly use your port to go directly to whatever starting zone or whatever area you plan to go to for the starting zone. So either Menethil Harbor or Stormwind for the boats.
Pleased to meet you. Very well then.
These don't give any XP anymore, in case you're wondering.
Day now.
They fixed it apparently.
Interesting.
Downer. Yeah, we have one boat at a major city in Stormwind, but the other one's just randomly in Menethil Harbor, so it does kind of suck that you have to go there if you want to go to Howling Fjord. Fjord. I haven't done any quests in Netherstorm. Should I prepare? Okay, Jennifer, if you have not finished quests in a specific zone, it usually is more beneficial to do that than it is to do dailies. However, you have to look at the quest XP. You can look that up on like Wowhead and look for anything with elite or anything like group is usually going to give you more XP. So you should get those done like as your goal if you can. So there's definitely like yes, that's actually why I'm doing this is because I don't have many quests left in all of TBC. I went through into like kind of like a quest junkie thing where I did everything. But yeah, they have the highest XP, and especially if you can get Netherstorm has a ton of like group or elite quests, and those are gonna pay you more. So you want to grab, but you can look that up. Like, let me see if I can show. Wow. Let me name of a quest that's a slow death perfectly. Perfect. Okay, so there's a quest called a slow death. I know you can't see the screen yet. Don't worry. Um. Okay, cool. Cool. Browser. Wait for it to click in. And then turn it on because I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. That's weird. How did that get turned? Whatever. Okay, so this is this is Wowhead, and this is the quest called a slow death. And so if you look right here, it'll say how much experience, but you need to set it to your level, which is 70. So at level 70, you'll get 12,650 experience, which is pretty good. But some of them will jump up to like, 15, even 20. So if you hunt for it, it's definitely, thank you, 1.539 million. It's definitely worth hunting for those really big ones. But if you're not sure, just pick a group quest. I think I have one group quest in Netherstorm. Capturing the Keystone's a dungeon quest. The Horrors of Pollution. Nexus King Salhadar. Dude, yeah, let's do that one. Nexus King. So that one pays 19,000 experience at level 70. So this might be a really good one to grab. If that gives you an idea of like kind of how to think this through. Yeah. But yeah, let me switch back to Wrath and unminimize this window. The daily heroic. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm definitely doing the dailies. I didn't turn them in yet because I don't want to have to deal with them again. I happened to get 2 easy ones that I was able to knock out in about 15 minutes. Um, so I don't want to have to deal with it again because like if I get something like what's a garbage one? Like the botanical one. Honestly, I did botanical last night and it took like maybe 12 minutes. Guys, if you tank and you haven't gotten a chance to tank yet in TBC pre-patch, oh my god, it's so fun. You just fly through stuff. One sec. I'll let him know. Sorry. You having a problem with AB, huh? The server's lucky, and SL was both the heroic and normal. Oh yeah, when you get like the double daily or the daily double, it's really nice. Sorry, my friends are idiots. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I have the same specifically after TBC Bear Team. Yeah, no, if you coming from TBC, like legit TBC, and then we'll call it TBC proper. Coming from TBC proper and then going into whatever this, like this pre-patch version, it's it's like a dream come true. It's like how the class is supposed to be played. Like I was chain pulling the whole time. Just I had all casters. Oh my god, I loved it. They were so annoyed. Like this Boomkin was trying to pull off me using Starfall, and I was just chain pulling, so they couldn't ever get mana back. Ah, it was glorious. You guys want to see something weird? I'm just kind of like killing time here because I don't feel like logging off, but there's really not much to do. I was trying to buy some super healing potions because I don't have an alchemist at max level, and our alchemist wasn't online. So I was like, oh, I'll just jump over to the auction house and pick up some. There aren't any in the auction house, and I don't know who's buying every single healing potion in the game. I'm telling you, if you haven't, like, especially now, because like it's almost over, get into a heroic and just any heroic. It doesn't even matter, and just go. Yeah, honestly, like I mean, so this down here is I know I've done a little bit of stuff sideways, but like this was the legit DPS lineup for I think it was Manitombs. So I did a heroic Manitombs. This was an elemental shaman. It was me. It was a boomkin and a shadow priest. And this is the lineup for it because I was just chain pulling, and the only one that could keep up mana wise was the elemental shaman because he was just popping, every single cooldown to get his mana back. But yeah, let's see, healing. Superior healing, that's not bad. Health. I'm almost positive it's called super. Super healing, because it's just like this, right? Yeah, super healing pot. There's none. There are none. That's better grammar. I get the low one, but like, anyway, until our alchemist logs on, I'm kind of stuck. Which swipe damage? Yeah, but like honestly, like swipe damage right here. Look at it. My swipe was my number one damage. That's because I was pulling huge packs. So swipe, even though it doesn't do a ton as a bear, as long as you're pulling like 5 or 6 at a time, like you always have 5 or 6 mobs, your swipe damage will add up and be decent. So don't dismiss the swipe. Don't diminish the swipe. It's got legs. But yeah, for sure. If you guys haven't been doing the Brewfest dailies, I'm literally one day away from not having to deal with this anymore. So World events, Brewfest. I've done everything except for these three. I can't do this until next year. Well, I can't finish this next year. And then Disturbing the Peace I can't do until we get to Dalaran, and you need to buy the 3 pieces. I'll probably do this. I really wanted to do this like week 1 when I get to Dalaran, but you have to buy the clothing. Is it this guy? No. Where's the clothing dude? This girl right here. So you have to buy the clothing, and like, yeah, you can buy a hat, boots, and a chest. But it's going to cost you 350 tokens. You need 200 just to get the brew of the month. So, and you only can generate, is it 40 tokens a day? Is that right? 15 plus 10, so maybe even only 25. So you need to do Brewfest like every day. And I don't think I can. I don't think I'll have the time because like I'll be leveling. So I might miss out on the clothing. 30 to 40 a day. Okay, because I know you can do this one, and you can do the RAM one, and then you can also do the other daily, but it doesn't give you any tokens after the first time doing it. So I don't know why I'm gonna help. I can't help but help. Yeah, I can. I can go look for a fire. But yeah, I did all these. This was fun. Man, there's no fires down here. How do they keep warm? I guess using the alcohol. But yeah. I'm trying to think like what would be something I could do to kill time because I have at least an hour. I could have done a slow death. Maybe I'll just take a break and come back in an hour. What do you guys think? If not, I can. Let's see how busy everything is. Looking for more. I could do a Magister's Terrace really quick. Oh my god, I've done 2 heroics with guildies. I did a Magister's Terrace and the Hawkstarter dropped and lost it to an alt. And then we just did Brewfest yesterday. We did like Dire Brew, and the Ram dropped and I lost it to I think it was somebody's alt also. And I was just like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, what am I doing? I can't wait to be able to solo stuff so I don't have to deal with it. Are you guys excited about the change they made to tanking in Wrath? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the item drop thing. Is that like something people are interested in? I'm like I was already gonna tank, so it's like whatever, but now I'm like more encouraged to be a tank over a DPS for 5 mans. That's kind of where my mindset's at. Oh, the eye level increase too. Yeah. That's cool, I guess. Whatever. It's not gonna affect until later. Yeah, so the satchel is interesting because, like, I mean, that's just Cataclysm, right? Like, that's when that came out anyway. So I think it's cool. I like the idea of it giving consumes and the possibility of mounts, so you don't have to farm. Like, it's interesting. It makes it very interesting. Um, I was going to do heroics anyway, so it's nice that now like I have an incentive to be a tank over a DPS. Honestly, it's hard to even do it. So if you haven't been in the beta, tanking is a lot of fun on a druid now. It's a lot of fun, but so is feral DPS in heroics. Like it's so fun when you're just like swiping everything and just go go go. So it's tough to like say like okay, I'll just tank because it's really fun to DPS, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Got to make that gold. Oh, I got a challenge for you guys. So if you're logged in, if you're not, you can look at this later. There is a achievement. I think it's in general, called "Got My Mind on My Money." There's like a second one though. That's 10,000. Good job, I got it right here. Got my mind on my money. 25,000. I want to find if anybody has achieved this already in TBC. Someone in our guild said they were at 21,000. I'm at 14.8, and I did a lot of farming. But I didn't do like I could see like a paladin that was farming like shat every day, maybe hitting this. I would love to see if someone's actually achieved this already in TBC. when we can get the reward like an icon or something. Yeah, I honestly don't know how they're gonna implement that. I'm at 16K. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like we were talking, like there's a bunch of guildies and I talking about like the gold and 15 to 16 seems about right. Seems about like okay, if you, especially if you do some farms, 15. A lot of people were at like 11 or 12, and that's fine too. But like somebody said they were at 21, and I was like, dang. I asked for a screenshot, never got it. But yeah, like I want to see if someone was able to hit that just by doing. I don't even know. You'd have to play every day on one tune and farm everything. Anyway, as far as the reward system, I have no idea. It was great that they told us, but it would have been really great if they showed us. Because this this clown car of a tool, I don't see how they're gonna implement it. Maybe it'll have a check mark up here, or a check mark here, or both. But they said it's done based on an algorithm, so even if you don't use the group finder, it'll still let you. It'll still give it to you. So it doesn't really make sense to mark these at all because it's just going to magically happen. And it's not one of those things where like sometimes it'll happen. Apparently, it's every time you tank, you get it. Every time you heal, you get it. So I don't think they'll mark it in any way because it's guaranteed. Yeah, right. So there's nothing on the screen they could display saying like you are a tank. You have the opportunity to get something extra. It's just going to be like something. And here's the thing: if you haven't watched that video or read the Wowhead article, you don't know about it. Like that's the reality. Like if you're a tank and you're just like do, you have no idea this exists because there is nothing here. There's nothing on the screen to say this is what happens when you complete a heroic now. Rant over. Depends on how much damage you take or healing you do in the final boss. Well, you don't know that for sure, and I'm glad he didn't tell what the algorithm was because people will try to cheese it, and I think that's how it should stay. Is like, yes, I agree. People will still try to figure it out, but I don't want to know what the algorithm is, so people will start cheesing it. Like, as long as you have this talent, or as long as he said that specifically, how much damage you take, because like that could backfire. I'm trying to think of a boss where that would be interesting. Hold on. What about the final boss in? Oh my god, what's it called? Uh, Drag Throwing Keep, not Drag Throwing Keep, the other one. Gundrak. The final boss in Gundrak, if he impales you, you could take more damage than the tank if you kill him fast enough. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So it's over the whole 5-man. Not, I'm gonna say like there's got to be some boss fights where, somehow someone can take more damage than the tank. Especially if you have a lot of mitigation later on. Like lots of mitigation, lots of overpowered DPS, and like the top damage taken is the impaled one. I think it'd be cool to try to cheese that in a different way, but more for fun than anything else. Like try to steal the reward from your tank, or if okay, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. This is the dumbest thing, but I'm gonna point it out. Right now, you don't take a ton of damage, like when you're, like in general. But what if you're cat and you spec into Nurturing Instincts, and every time you get the proc, you pop out and heal your tank to trigger the fact that you do the most healing, so that you get the reward over the healer? Is that gonna be a thing? Because that'll be so funny. Oh. It's not a ton of healing. Like I'm not gonna pretend like Nurturing Instinct. It's like 500. But like if your tank is really well geared and you're really well geared, this will increase. Like you could do up to 600-700 healing per second, just popping out constantly and pressing Nurturing Instinct. If that's the case, and your healer is just like oh man, I'm blanking. A Disc Priest just putting bubbles up. I mean. Sorry, I don't mean to get excited about it, but like, I can't wait for people to try to cheese that and steal rewards from their healers and their tanks. Purposely stand in like bad damage to like take extra damage so that when they do the calculation, I know they do, but like if you're healing them, no, it doesn't. I don't think if you're running hots on no. If you do a regrowth and you're running hots, it'll still use the shield first. Never mind. I hate this. There's got to be a better way. Anyway, point is, people are going to cheese it. How about this? An elemental shaman doing the same concept except healing the tank. They could legit steal the healing reward from the healer. Like without even hesitation they could. I hope they've thought of that. I really do. All right, I'm gonna hop off until 11 o'clock. If you guys want to come back and watch me try to get all these dailies and do the same thing, I'll try to hop back on. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off for now. Thanks for checking on me, see how I'm doing. Take care, though, guys. Stop.